Hey, what's up? Thomas Engbers here, ilovetraining.net, and with me is Marc Carmichael. Welcome.
It's good to be here, Thomas.
Marc, as you can see, is in incredible shape at 61 years old, so that's why I asked him to for this interview to kind of see how he does it. So this website, blog, whatever you want to call it, it's called I Love Training.
Love training.
Why do you love training?
I'm not sure. I just been doing it a long time and enjoy the feeling, especially when you're finished.
Yep.
Doing some hard work and get all those endorphins going, and get hyped from training. It's kind of like Arnold said in the original Pumping Iron. You know, he's coming in the gym, he's coming in the shower. I mean, he's coming all the time. You don't want to put that on your blog. Sorry about that.
That's okay. We got a mature audience. They should be able to handle that. So.
But it's kind of like that feeling. It's just an incredible physical feeling.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
Yeah. Without the sex.
Yeah. Good. So even without the sex, it still feels like sex, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're 61 years old now.
Yes.
Right. Have you always been in this kind of shape?
Well, probably not. You know, as lean as I am now, but I've always been pretty active, either training or doing various sports.
Okay. How did you first get into training?
Well, it was kind of the movie Pumping Iron, the original one with, I think it was George Butler produced it and directed it, maybe 76 or 7, and I was at university then.
Yeah.
And I went to see it with a couple buddies, and it kind of fired us up, and we started training, and here we are now.
Yeah.
40 years later.
Okay. And how is your training involved from those days? Like then were you doing the Arnold Schwarzenegger type workouts with a little high volume?
Yes, high
body part
volume,
splits and
2 hours, 2.5 hour workouts. You know, reps and sets, pyramids. You know, ascending weights usually.
Yeah. Are you still training like that? Or?
No, can't do that kind of training. The longest I'll train now is maybe 90 minutes at the most.
Okay.
Yes. And that includes stretching and everything like that.
Yeah, okay. And what kind of training are you doing currently?
Currently, I've been crossfitting for about the past 6 weeks, and it's been intense. It's been a revelation for me.
Yeah.
And then some days I'll go a little slower and work on strength and power. And it's just to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, okay. And with the CrossFit, you said it's been a revelation.
Yes.
In which way?
Well, that you get your heart going so fast with the cardio, probably about 70-80%, and then you're lifting weights doing that, and you just get an incredible pump.
Yeah, okay.
And sometimes your heart's in your throat, your lungs are bursting. You actually have to rest, but keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Recover quickly and move on.
And have you noticed any physical changes since you started doing that? I mean, I know it's only been 6 weeks, but
yeah, I mean, I've gotten leaner. My cardio has definitely gotten better because don't have to take as many breaks now, and strength's going up too. So I was a little bit worried about that at first because it took a nosedive initially, but now it's turned around and it's moving the other way. So I think it's a good sign.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so you just started doing that 6 weeks ago? You said. What did you do like before?
Previous to that, I was doing a lot of what would you call it? What would they call it? Interval.
Okay.
A lot of intervals. Some days I would go heavy intervals with not high reps, but moving quickly from exercise to exercise, and that was tough too.
Yeah. Okay.
So my nephew actually got me started doing that. He calls it functional type of training.
Okay.
Moving your body more rather than one joint exercises.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And he said, okay, why don't you work out with us? And I did, and got hooked on it.
Yeah, all right, cool. And how about nutrition? I mean, obviously you don't go to McDonald's every day.
Not every day. That's evolved a little bit too. I mean, he had something to do with that. He was kind of into a paleo thing at that time.
Okay.
So he said, yeah, you should try, getting your energy from fats versus sugars, carbohydrates.
Yeah.
And I started messing with it. Bodybuilders have known about medium chain triglycerides for a while. That's been out since the 70s.
Most of the stuff that's currently popular has been around since the 70s or even earlier.
It's got different names or
Yeah.
But we used to use that getting ready for a show because you've cut down on your carbs.
Yeah.
And even back then, it was like, whoa, this stuff is good. I mean, it just, you could feel the energy kick in as soon as it hits your tongue, that stuff. So now my diet is mostly fats, proteins, vegetables, not a lot of carbs, just enough carbs so I don't lose too much weight, because the workouts are intense and my weight will get too low, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And do you time your carbs, like you take more carbs around your workout, or?
No, I try to avoid that because I've always been kind of susceptible to cramping.
Okay.
My whole life. So, and I think it was related to the carbs, since I've weaned myself off so many, I don't get so many cramps.
Okay, all right.
So I think that's related.
Okay. Yeah. And you just mentioned doing some shows. So you actually did some bodybuilding shows?
Yeah, I did some shows in Japan.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when I was working over there in the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any trophies? Any?
I did win 2 shows there.
All right.
But I don't know. I don't think too much about that. It was over 20 years ago. And like I mentioned before, the thing I enjoyed about bodybuilding was the working out, not the shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just wasn't into that part of it.
Yeah, okay. And now we've done CrossFit for these last couple of weeks. Are you planning to continue with that, or do you want to go back and do something else? Or?
I'm going to see this one out, because it involves a lot of technical lifting, the snatch and the clean and jerk.
Yeah. Have you ever done those Olympic lifts before? Or?
No, I'm terrible at them.
Okay.
And so I want to learn them. It's kind of late to be learning shit.
Well, at 61 years old,
but why not?
Yeah.
You know? They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I guess I'm not old.
Yeah, I guess not. No. Let's see. I forget what I was going to ask now. Have you had any injuries or setbacks or anything like that? Or
never had a really bad injury that I couldn't train. I always managed to train around, and I've pulled quads, pulled hams, pulled obliques, which is the worst. Abdominal muscle, you pull on all, that's the worst.
How did you do that?
I was in a batting cage hitting a baseball.
Okay.
And I'd fully warmed up. I don't know why it happened, but it did, right on the left side.
Okay.
And,
how long did it take you to recover from that?
About a month.
Yeah, okay.
About a month, but I continued to play and work out, and it was painful. I mean, that was painful. It's like a knife in your side every time you move or breathe.
Yeah.
That was the worst. The ham wasn't too bad. You can kind of work around a hamstring or a quad.
Yeah.
You can even ride a bicycle with a pulled hamstring and quad.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, but.
And how did you do those?
Playing baseball.
Also baseball, okay.
I think it was trying to tell me, hey, slow down, guys.
Slow down on the baseball, yeah. Just lift instead, right? Much safer. Yeah.
Baseball, a non-contact sport.
Yeah, but it's tough on the body, because it's the same movements over and over again.
Yeah.
Did you get any shoulder injuries when you were playing baseball, or
not bad ones? No.
Okay.
No, just the normal, strains and. But never a bad injury, knock on wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice for, because some people maybe your age, or even, I mean, you're putting most 25-year-olds to shame with the shape that you're in. So any advice to people, like what would you recommend if somebody wants to get in good shape?
Well, stay with it. Stick with it. And, just don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to fail, because that's, if you want to get better, you're going to have to be willing to fail. Yeah.
And what do you mean with failing? Like failing in the gym, like failing to lift a weight, or failing to make progress, or
failing a workout? I mean, like the first WODs I did, I mean, I didn't come close to finishing. I had to rest.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, more than just catching your breath kind of rest. Just stick with it, and don't be afraid to ask questions. It's a learning thing.
Yeah, okay. Good advice.
Yeah.
Last question was the best or the craziest training cycle or workout that you ever did?
Gosh.
Or if you got any good stories from the old days, or from currently, any good gym stories?
Yeah, but probably not for this blog today. We used to do some heavy, crazy squatting. I remember doing with 2 other big guys. These guys were big.
Yeah.
And they nicknamed me Quad Michael instead of Carmichael.
Okay.
So you can figure out where that one's going. They were big guys, but at my size, I would out squat them.
Yeah, really? What kind of numbers were you hitting? Like what kind of lifts?
My best at 225 was 28 reps, so.
But 225 pounds.
That's 100 kilos.
Okay, yeah.
So 28 reps, they got about 15, and I went last, and they were going, fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's right. Swearing is allowed here.
It's allowed.
Yeah.
I don't like to swear.
Okay, it's good. How about like other lifts? Like, do you do a lot of body weight stuff, like pull-ups and stuff like that?
I love body weight stuff. Especially now in CrossFit, where it's part of it's part of it. There's a lot of the exercises and WODs are built around body weight stuff. So I really like them, especially things like pull-ups.
Yeah. How many pull-ups do you do? Can you do?
Not sure, but I can get 5 sets of 10 with 10 kilos and 10 reps with 20 kilos.
Okay.
So
yeah,
not too bad.
Impressive. No,
but I don't know about with naked. Maybe 31, 32 was my best a couple years ago.
Well, again, that's more than 99% of the 25-year-olds out there. So that's.
Well, with pull-ups, I think the important thing is just do them every day.
Yeah.
I got that from my nephew too. Every workout we do with him, it's 100 pull-ups. So I try to get at least 80 in a workout every day.
And do you do them like in just multiple sets of like 10 reps, or how do you
I try to start with 15, 16, 17, and then see how long I can go at that, and then I'm gonna have to drop down, but try to get to 100.
Yeah, okay, but in the first couple of sets, you do kind of push to
16,
a high number
17,
if you can.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, awesome.
And not too much rest between sets.
Okay, all right. Any other advice, tips?
Well, have fun too. I mean, it's got to be a part of it. You got to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think that's why I call this website I Love Training.
I love training.
What I found is, well, I don't have nearly as much experience as you, of course, but just over the last 6-7 years I've been training clients and all that, and the people that really become successful are the people that just love it, and the ones that if they don't work out, then they feel bad, they're not just guilty, but they just feel that need to train, whereas the people that have to drag themselves to the gym, they don't usually get the long-lasting results. So, so in that case, it's my opinion. If you don't like to go to the gym, find something else to do that you do like, And,
there's a lot of things out there. It's a big world, and CrossFit kind of opened it up. You don't even have to be in a gym to CrossFit.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your time and advice.
No problem.
And I'll see you around.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, and hope you liked it. If you've got any questions, then you can put it in the comment below this video, and I'll try to get back to you. See you later.
Yeah.